Beginning with less formal questions, let's say. So, are you here for the first time in Serbia?
First time in Serbia, yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
How do you like it so far?
Really nice, yeah. When I've finished the course, I'm going to spend a few days over the river. So looking forward to seeing the old town.
Okay.
Because now,
you haven't seen anything?
No, just the airport here.
And
this is obviously the more commercial business areas there. So I'm looking forward to the old town.
I hope you'll like it.
I'm sure.
And I hope you will come again.
Which, yeah.
Yes, Tanya told me a lot of very beautiful things about you and about your program, about your academy and everything that you do. And
She's
I'm really flattered. I'm really flattered and I'm really thankful for your time, for taking this interview. And how would you describe your cooperation with Sanya?
With the cooperation with Sanya? Well, yeah, I mean, my passion these days, from 20 years ago when I was a practitioner to becoming a trainer, then the matrix, my own version of EFT.
Method, yes.
And then become a trainer's trainer. And then we have our organisation, EFTMR, which is Matrix Academy. Yeah. So my passion now is to create good trainers around the world. And so I explained to people on the course, Serbia's 27th country. Yeah, so it's very difficult to, especially in somewhere like Serbia, there was no awareness of EFT whatsoever. And I know Sanya has worked really hard over many years, to first build that momentum. Because it's hard, say in England there's so many organisations and practitioners and trainers. There's a big awareness of EFT. Where to start with a country with no awareness whatsoever, it's difficult, isn't it? How do you say this is great? It's like, well, we've never heard of it.
Yes.
Yeah. So, to get to see the momentum that Sanya's built up, the trainings are getting more regular, and hopefully coming during Matrix will create even more awareness and more people, be interested in learning EFT and Matrix. So, yeah, I think she's done the hard thing. And I think it'll get easier and bigger in Serbia.
Yes, I'm sure she will increase that also, not just method, but also this awareness. And here comes my next question about awareness. What do you think? What's the level of awareness of people all around the world? Because countries. You traveled a lot in those different countries.
Different countries, different levels of awareness. Without a doubt, the UK has the biggest awareness of anywhere, even though it originated in the US. And this came down to, back in, EFT was created in 1994. And in 1998, only 4 years later, we had a first organisation that trained EFT. And then there was a second organisation a year later. So we've had two big organisations that's been going now for,
almost 30 years.
26 years. Yeah. So there was a lot of training available. It talks about of the EFT masters. There's myself and there's 27 worldwide that was trained by Gary Craig, the originator of EFT. And 12 of those were in the UK out of 28 worldwide. So there was a lot of training in the UK. Australia is another country with a lot of awareness. And of course America itself. But England's really growing. Now you have different countries, different levels. I've got a lot of trainers in India now. There's growing awareness, but there's also 1.4 billion people.
It's a huge market.
I've got like 4 matrix trainers and there's 9 EFT trainers in our organisation in India. So that's growing. Within a couple of years, they've gone from very little to 300, 400, 500 people that they've trained. So that's going to grow exponentially.
And what do you think? Who is more interested in this kind of techniques or methods, men or women?
Well, it's certainly women. For some reason, women are very interested in the EFT matrix, and I don't know why. The creator of EFT was male, myself as the creator of matrix, which is male. But most of the people that attend the courses are female. And I don't know why. Is that commonplace in many therapies, like your Reiki hypnotherapy, or that more women are practitioners than men? I don't know. It is a thing.
This is an interesting issue.
Yeah.
And how would you describe matrix ray printing? What is the most specific of, or what it is unique for?
It's just basically, you can take a traumatic memory, you know, even some of the worst things that happened in your life, and using EFT within that memory, we can re-engineer that memory into a beautiful, positive memory. And it's so easy to do. You know, basically, all of our issues go back to traumatic memories from the past, from especially early childhood, the trauma we have, and the decisions we made at the time. Once you have those negative beliefs, like the world's dangerous, you know, I can't trust people, I'll be rejected, we just run these beliefs every day in our lives. We attract them, we create the situations over and over, we look for proof of our beliefs, and it just, you know, the belief gets bigger and bigger, creates more and more stress, and that creates all of our physical and mental issues. So by being able to go back to these memories very quickly, be able to turn them, you know, resolve the trauma of the memories, then turn them into very positive memories, you know, it's just going to change the way you feel about yourself and the world. It's as simple as that. And when people can understand that, they think, you know, how can tapping help? But the tapping, you know, is based on acupuncture, which is 5,000 years old. Instead of needles, we just tap to resolve the trauma, you know, the negative energy that we experience when we look at these memories. And you know, with Matrix, we take it a step further, where we actually go into the memory, and then it completes in a very positive way. So instead of these horrible memories we have from the past, we now have very positive memories with different beliefs associated with the memory. And it's just, yeah, easy and effective.
Yeah, because it's easy, so it can be used by beginners or by advanced.
Yeah, I was telling the group, you know, I was training in Thailand a few weeks ago, and there's a 23-year-old guy, no therapy background at all. He just came on the course. He's like, you do this. Yep. And you go to him, yep, okay, got that. And everybody who worked with him just said he was brilliant. You know, you don't need any experience. That's what I love about EFT and Matrix. It's for everybody. You know, I've had people, the youngest I've had on the course is 16, and the oldest around 86, 87. You know, everything in between. You know, from bricklayers to hairdressers to people who was in the IT industry, all the way to like Reiki, hypnotherapy, counsellors, all the way, you know, I've got many doctors, psychologists, psychiatrists, you know, a whole spectrum of people. And yeah, anybody can just learn it. But that's what, you know, the world needs therapies these days. It's easy to learn, it's very effective. You know, because, you know, the world needs the help. Nobody's, you know, anxious and stressed and depressed and, you know, getting iller and iller, and we need practitioners out there around the world to just help wherever we can.
And from your experience with healing traumas, what is the, let's say, best experience that you had with the EFT or with matrix reprogramming? What kind of trauma was healed?
I mean, every time.
Let's say some worst situations.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't like to say some of the worst, because, you know, whether it's sex abuse or physical abuse or, you know, traumas where people nearly died, where family members have died. I mean, it doesn't matter what the trauma is. With the EFT and Matrix, you know, one thing I can guarantee, you know, virtually, you know, 95%, 100% of the time, is that you give me a traumatic memory from your past. It doesn't matter how big or small it was, we can resolve it. So you can go back and look at that memory and say, I'm okay with that memory now. Yeah, it's over, it's finished. And that you can almost guarantee. Yeah? And then it's how you then transpose into all of our issues are based on the traumatic memories. Some memories, like a simple phobia, for example, might be about one thing that happened. You was attacked by a dog, and then you've got fear of dogs. You can go resolve that one memory, and the fear's gone. In one session, it's over.
It's easy like that.
Easy, yeah. Whereas somebody might have a long-term health issue, where you're working with them, you know, for 6 months, a year, 2 years, because there's many memories that have created that health condition, many negative beliefs and life experiences. So then there's a lot of work to do. So you're between one session, you know, with a simple phobia, to many sessions with a serious disease, and everything lies between that. But everything does come from these traumatic memories and what we made these memories mean. It's not what happens, it's what you make it mean creates the stress. You know, people understand that. People understand that, yes, I'm stressed today because how I'm reacting to my work, to my husband, to my kids. You know? Stress is not some disease you catch. Stress is fight and flight. You know, what's triggering that fight and flight? You know, what happens in your day-to-day life that's putting you into that sense of stress and fight and flight? You know, it's always what's happened before. So if you can change your relationship with the past, it affects how you react on a day-to-day basis now. And if you can come out of that stress, you know, the body can heal itself, and what, you know, just life is so much easier and happier.
Did you have some experience with people who have some, for example, illnesses or something?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my own history was, you know, severe pain. I had lower back issues with your collapsed disc, you know, a lot of stomach issues, immune issues. You know, that's why I got into EFT in the first place, because I was looking at the health system in the UK, and every problem I had, there was no answer. You know, so I gave up. I had to look elsewhere. You know, so absolutely, it works for whether it's pain or physical illnesses, mental illnesses. It's just a case of knowing where to go, and what to work with, and that's what people learn on the course. The techniques are simple, but it's what we teach people is how to get to the specific memories to resolve whatever the health issue is. But I don't want to go into. We've got to be careful with mentioning certain diseases so that we can help people with the emotional underlying issues that have caused them. Let's put it that way, because we can't. Of course, people know that. How often do you hear a doctor say this is stress related? I mean, it's just so many issues. And I say stress is not a disease. Stress is fight or flight and how you react to your day-to-day life. And if you change how you react, it changes everything.
Yes. Tell me more about your academy.
An academy, it is the largest EFT training academy in the world, the training body. We just got over 10,000 people, practitioners worldwide now. We've got trainers in many countries, from countries like Chile, Brazil, Japan, Australia, Hong Kong.
All over the world.
All over the world, yeah, not in Eastern Europe. This is, I think, my 6th or 7th Eastern European country. We've got Bulgaria, Romania, Croatia, Poland, Czech Republic. Yeah, so I really love training in Eastern Europe. It's just something about the countries, the cities. Yeah, just fascinating, wonderful people, very spiritual people, and so we've got trainers around the world, 10,000 practitioners. So it's growing constantly and again exponentially, because the more trainers we have, like soon we'll have Sanya not only teaching EFT but also matrix. So it helps to keep the standards, but we can grow.
And after this training, you will have more coaches here in Serbia who can join Sanya on this.
Well, Sanya will run EFT and matrix, EFTMRA, but EFT and matrix in Serbia, and she'll be allowed then to teach to have EFT trainers. So she can go even further. But I know Sanya's already done some work in Bosnia, and we've got practitioners on the course from Montenegro, and so we can just grow. We obviously there's a lot of old wounds in the former Yugoslavia and the countries here. So being able to help those old wounds as well, that's still very live, I'm sure, in many people. So being able to, that's going to be a big task, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's something that could be done.
With your academy and with this program, reimprinting, matrix reimprinting, you leave a huge legacy, or you will have behind you a huge legacy.
Well,
so I'm sure for that, but do you have something else maybe on your mind? Do you have some new techniques?
No, I'm
something
just
new on your mind.
No, it's just we constantly develop it, but no, I'm not the kind of person that jumps from one thing to another. I mean, this has been 20 years now that I've been doing EFT and then matrix
I
for the last
didn't
17.
mean just some new technique, but something like improvement for.
There's constant little improvements within matrix. A good friend of mine recently came on a course he'd not been on for 6 or 7 years, and he was amazed at all the little differences. I mean, I'm doing typically like 14 courses a year, 14, 15 courses, and every time there's a course, there's another little tinker, another change here, and it's a bit like with a baby. If you're with the baby every day, you don't want to grow it. But if you've not seen the baby for 6 months, you suddenly see again, there's big changes, and that's what happened with my friend. He's like, it's so much more streamlined, simpler, safer. So I'm always just looking at little changes, but it's this feels like this is my life purpose.
Yes.
to take EFT and then with Matrix, you know, out into the world, and you know, a certain passion of going to new countries. I love travel anyway. To go to new countries and be able to, you know, get new trainers like Sanya in Serbia, new trainers, you know, go worldwide. You know, it's just the best of life.
Yes, and thank you so much for increasing awareness of people